The big brand sale is now on at OK Furniture. Spend 2,999 or more and stand a chance to win one of 20 shopping sprees worth 1 million rands. View our latest catalog and shop these amazing deals by the 6th of April 2025 while stock lasts. T's and C's apply. It is TV powered by World Sports Betting. It is good time to see Zeri. That's MC Alger nil. Orlando Pirates won in the CAF Champions League first leg. Orlando Pirates with a away goal scored by Umuha Nkota, the mayor of Algeria. He scored his third goal in Algeria this season. He scored against Peru Wizard. 2 goals. He scored here as an impact player coming as a substitute. Well done to the young man. His first real season in South African football, and he's really raising his hand, particularly in the CAF Champions League. So well done to Orlando Pirates. A very defensive performance for Orlando Pirates, very dangerous as well. However, very lucky to get that one moment in the second half to score. Didn't feel like the North Africans were going to score because, of course, they are who they are. Passion, intimidation, referees. The referees really tried to give it to them. That's usually how they get all of these 1,000 stars on their chest, not through superior football. They are who they are. We are better than them. We'll always be better than them for as long as they don't prioritize playing football. It shows itself here that Orlando Pirates were very defensive, but these guys, we knew they would never break Orlando Pirates because they're not good enough. We are better than them. They just have more money. They trade better with the Middle East than us, and they trade in dollars as well. Lindo Pep, our analyst, what did you make of the game? So you were in caps from World Sports Betting. You're pushing to be an ambassador. How are you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we've been greeting people.
No, we've been greeting. Nkulego, let me congratulate you, Orlando Pirates. Let me congratulate Nkulego. I mean, I'm very happy Orlando Pirates win.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that Orlando Pirates win. I think Junior said something very important. It's about time. I'm a North Africans. Swashaya manje. It's not only just about playing pretty and being technical and tactical. I think it's about time we put the ball in the back end of the net. Swashaya, start 3 points, start results, because the football that they've been making us watch over the last 10 decades, Nkulego, is something that why Abu Jamie Carragher would even say words like AFCON doesn't have value. And I'm going to check. I don't agree with a lot of things which Jamie Carragher said that day.
The AFCON is shit on the playing football. Yeah. People can talk whatever the fuck they want to say. The AFCON is shit on the playing of the football.
This is one of the reasons why as well. North Africans contribute. You said something very important about the Champions League as well. In my opinion, Nkulego, this MC Alger, let me just touch base a little bit about them. Orlando Pirates comes to Algeria and they were feared going into Algeria. You listen to their journalist as well. That's why the stadium is so packed, because they were anticipating a very difficult match. They understand who Orlando Pirates is. They understand how Orlando Pirates plays. That's why they were very aggressive in how they started the match. But also, our tactics where Orlando Pirates were reliant on the squad of players that was selected and that was traveling to Algeria. They didn't have a Tito Maswangai, and they didn't have Umuna Pule Saleng, who hasn't played in the Champions League anyway. But I think their game plan relied on that. They don't have too many wingers. They have Nkota, who they probably prefer. Roger thinks of him as probably maybe as a second half substitute because the boy has lost form in the last couple of months, and understandably so. He goes with a back three, the same back three that he went with against Mamelodi Sundowns. But this time around, in the attacking organization, they could not find Abu Makhopa, no really. But also, I also think it's based on the profile and the personnel. But I wanted to give credit to Sbisi, Umbogazu, Toki. I think they were very solid, as well as I'm a fullback. I think in the first half,
one fullback did not have a good game.
One fullback though. Uhoto, I think, played exceptionally well on the right. I think Coutinho van Rooyen played too many sloppy passes. I think this is a high pressure game. I think he stage frights him shy a little bit. He's never played really CAF Champions League. And for me, this will help him because we see him as a national team player. Yeah. I think he will learn from that. Great players and good players always learn from matches like this. I think that match will make him a better Lentuza. But I have to speak about Umbogazi Nkulego. Watching him in the PSL League, I thought, okay, I need to watch more of the boy. He's good on my 1v1 defending. We always say we judge defenders based on that primary job. I've seen him in a high-pressure game like Mamelodi Sundowns, but I think today he's taken his game to the next level, in my opinion. I think credit to the DDC, credit to the development coaches that have developed the boy. You can tell the boy has spent so much time with development teams. You can tell there's so many things he needs to improve in his game, but I like his arrogance, Nkulego. He's strong, and I like the fact that he's got character, which is something very important.
You cannot teach self-confidence.
No, you can't. No, you can't teach such, and he's got it in abundance, Nkuleko. Very technical as well. But I also have to give credit to Umbata. I think Umbata namhlanje usukumise isandla in that midfield. Umakaula had one job: protect that back three or that back five, if you wanna call it. I think Umbata, when he started the game, he was the only one who was initiating to drive with the ball, or he was initiating to play those vertical passes. For me, Orlando Pirates and Jorge Rivero needs reference now. He cannot play every game or every big game like this. I understand that, yes, they are getting the results now, but Orlando Pirates is a team that needs to play with a reference. Orlando Pirates is a good team, Kuleb. They are an exceptional team, a team that can keep the ball on the ground. We were very critical of Esperance in the first game, Kuleb. And they come onto this game, they deploy the very same thing, a low block. And that low block, in my opinion, was not pretty to watch as a fan who's watching football from a South African fan perspective. Because when these teams go to Africa, we all want them to do well. That's why we all stood up when Nkotha played. But for me, the display was not pretty to watch because I believe we've got better technical players. We've got better qualities in terms of our resource and players. We can beat it. We don't have to play like that to get a result. Understandably so, because it was a hostile environment. Probably if you've never played professional football, you don't understand how it feels to be in those. That's why I kept asking about to say, so as senior players, if Pirates is not playing, you guys, what happens? Don't you guys speak as senior players to say, let's play the moment. Let's keep the ball a little bit. Let's rotate. Let's find each other. And then when we find who really free, then maybe we can use that ball. But for me, Umakhupa today, even though he played very well in terms of press, but I think he was not a threat in my opinion. I think the threat and the personnel they needed was a player on a pace. Yes, Saleng was not there, but you start Nkotha. You start Nkotha because for me, what Nkotha did is something that we spoke about in the first half to say they need someone who can break that line. They need someone who can run up behind the defense. Umakhupa doesn't have that quality. Yes, he wants to receive, face his goal mouth and then make a pass. Urile also maybe doesn't have that quality because he wants the ball to fit. Nkotha wants the ball away and facing the goal mouth. Unbelievable pass from Urile. He finishes. The boy scores an important goal. I think that goal takes the boy's profile a little bit higher than what it is because to be doing it, UCAF Champions League, it's a sign to all the younger players that are in this country to say, even when you're playing for these big teams, you are no longer a young player. You are expected to deliver. You are expected to perform and you're expected to score. Performance metrics matters. You can't come into this game. Credit to Orlando Pirates and Kolega. I think for me, they fought for everything in this game, even though it was not pretty to watch, but I think they fought for everything.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Away goal, very important.
Yeah.
It will mean that if Orlando Pirates scores again at home, MC Alger will have to score 3 goals at the Orlando Stadium.
I don't see this MC Alger scoring. Their game lacks imagination. Their game lacks penetration. One of the things is they've got speedy wingers. They're a speedy team. They play with a high intensity. But intensity corner, it lacks vision, it lacks imagination, and it lacks the ability to play the moment as well. For me, they play vertical passes when Melebal Dlale pants. They pass instead of dribbling. They take shots, even when they're not ready. For me, their game doesn't have imagination. I don't see them doing anything. I actually see Orlando Pirates coming to Orlando and destroying them. Because if they're going to press like that and trying to, and when they go to Orlando, they have to press. They have to play an unusual game. And I see Orlando Pirates beating them by 4.
All right, there you go. Thank you very much to Lindo Pep. It was a long game, a long day. Yeah. It's well past many of our bedtimes, even though last night we were up until after 12 watching the Under-17 at the African Cup of Nations beating Egypt. So it's a Paklabul in North Africa. It's a Paklabul in Amhlanje. So in 3 consecutive matches, bring them on. I almost said an F word this. And in North Africa, I've never seen people who play football like they hate it. But anyways, well done to Orlando Pirates. iDiski Times was sports betting.
Boom.
For breaking news, go to iDiskiTimes.co.za.
Shapunjan bafowethu igama lami Lindo Pep, the best analyst in the country. Please don't forget to subscribe to iDiski TV. Tanko.
This is Bongane Benedict Villagazi, they call me so. Niazi bafethu, I'm a coach for life. They are back in winning ways. Please, subscribe to iDiski TV.